Shut off that alarm, Brittany.
Oh my
it's
God.
time to start the day.
Oh, you ready to do this, Cole?
Oh, never had a better roomie than you, Brittany. Here we go. Oh my goodness. What?
Wait, get out of my room.
Well, it's day one of our podcast. I was so excited.
Oh, that's why you're here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm really excited to get started.
Smell all that bacon
Yeah, the coffee. Did
maple
someone start
syrup.
the coffee? Oh, maple syrup in the coffee?
Maybe. We're crazy.
That
We're
sounds
crazy.
Good.
Oh my
Yum.
goodness. Well, welcome
Listeners.
to our podcast.
Called Get Out of My Room.
Get out of my room.
Out of my room.
We're a fun little teen morning pod. You know, everybody's got to have one. It's morning time. We're talking teens.
And we're the silliest duo in all podcast history.
Boink. Oh my goodness. We're going to start off with a little news that we think is just kind of underrated.
Underrated. That's how I like to start my day, Cole, is I usually wake up, I roll out of bed, I actually meditate for 18 minutes, and then I read the news. And, there's just some stories that go missed.
They just fly over us. Nobody really takes the
tragedy.
time to notice.
Right. And, now how Facebook has their algorithm,
Ugh.
how do you get to the weird and silly and crazy news? That's what we're here for.
You got to dig a little deeper.
You gotta dig deep.
So we got a little underrated news.
Underrated news.
Go ahead and take the helm there, Brittany.
Okay, I'll start it out. Okay, so my underrated news, I found this in Newsweek. The title of the article is Animal Ethics, what will happen to China's famous cloned monkeys?
I didn't even know they were famous.
Can I read the subtitle, Cole?
Yeah, please.
Some animal activists are concerned about the ethics of cloning monkeys, but the scientist says researchers follow strict ethical rules. So this article is mostly about the ethics of cloned monkeys, but to me, the real story was that, guys, China cloned monkeys.
Yeah, I didn't even know this. That's pretty crazy. I knew about cloned sheep. I knew some woolly mammoths.
Yeah. So, I mean,
cloned.
in the story, there's more information, but none of it's very important. There is just a cute picture, which our listeners can't see. I'll describe it. One of the macaques, that's the type of monkey?
Yeah.
Is that how you say it? Macaque? Is looking at the camera, and then the other one is sitting in the background holding what looks like maybe a melon. Does that look like a melon to you?
Yeah, it's having fun with the melon.
They're in an incubator, and they're so cute.
And they're clones.
But, I mean, cloning monkeys, think about the potential here. You could get a monkey, and then, sadly, that monkey passes away, but you have its DNA. You could clone it and have the same monkey.
Impregnate a monkey with that DNA, I guess?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So, a lot of human potential.
See, that flew right over the nation's head. I didn't see that on
Nobody knew about
on
it.
your CNNs, on your Foxes, on your
You had to read Newsweek.
local news. Had to read Newsweek. Go ahead and hit that ball into my court, Brittany. Cool. Mine comes from People Magazine. A little bit of a twist here. Some skeleton remains were found in Montana of 3 children. And in Montana, 3 children went missing in 2010. So they were thinking maybe it was these children, but
it has to be.
It was not.
What?
The children.
What?
It was actually 3 children who were buried there 100 years ago.
Oh my God.
They were looking for 3 missing children from 8 years ago. They found some from a century ago. Brittany.
100-year-old skeletons.
100-year-old skeletons.
My question is, could we extract the DNA from those skeletons and clone them into monkeys? Macaques.
See, I'm thinking that's not possible right now with today's technology.
I'm not a scientist, okay?
I will say a little bit of background. Those kids that went missing in 2010, their last names were Skelton. They found skeletons. That's pretty fun, huh? Their father is currently in prison because his only excuse for where the children went were he dropped them off with an unknown individual. But people were like, I don't believe that. You killed your children.
Yeah, that guy murdered his kids. He probably murdered those kids 100 years ago.
Ooh. Either way, real sad.
That is, that's sad. It's a dark one. I wish we would have done that flipped.
Oh,
so that
first and
I
then the clone
described
monkeys.
the monkeys at the end.
Yeah. Well.
Next time we'll rehearse.
Yeah. Yeah, they're dead. Cool. We're not here alone. You can't have a morning by yourself.
You can't. You gotta have a guest.
Yeah, you gotta have a little wake and snuggle. So we're gonna just that with our good friend Jeffrey Anderson. Woo!
Welcome
Hey,
to the
guys.
show.
Hey, good morning, Jeffrey.
Good morning. It's good to be here,
We're
guys.
so glad that you're here.
Still got that little sleep goo in your eye.
Oh, do I?
Yeah. You're also still wearing your headgear from last night.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I have to wear this.
Oh,
do?
you wear that? That's an all-day thing?
24/7.
Okay. Hey, do you guys all want to do your best imitation of someone wearing headgear?
Well, I'm already wearing
You're already
headgear,
wearing
so I
headgear.
think I'm.
That's true.
Here's
That's
my
and I would
true.
appreciate if you
Okay.
wouldn't make fun of me.
Okay.
Well, we're not. We're just imitating you.
Okay, then in
We're
that case,
roasting
go
you.
for it.
Yeah. This is a little roast.
Do your headgear impression. I'll go first.
It's me, but I'm wearing
mine's
headgear.
Really, mine's really good. Give me something to say. Give me a sentence.
I'm a normal person, even though I'm wearing headgear.
Guys, I'm a normal person, even though I'm wearing headgear.
That was really
That's
good.
good.
It's pretty good.
As-
Thank you very much. Jeffrey, welcome to the
Welcome
show.
to the show.
Hey, thanks.
You heard us say it. We're a teen podcast. We like to talk teens, talk about history of teens.
Nice.
I figured Brittany and I could just do a quick thing of our teen years real quick so everyone knows,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then you can jump in with some of your...
Yeah.
So if
that
you got any
sounds
story,
great.
how you were, we want to set the scene.
Wait, so
Yeah.
this is a podcast for teens, about teens?
By teens.
It's well,
For
it is
teens,
not
by
by-
teens.
There's no teen in this room.
There's no teens here.
Um,
we want to be clear. We're adults.
Yeah, we're adults, but we wanted to do this because I have recently left my teens. I've turned 20, and Brittany has recently
Re-entered my teens.
re-entered.
Wow.
She is 19 again. A little Benji Buddy scenario.
Benjamin Button. Yeah. Yeah.
But no, you're a little more separated than I am from teen years, so I feel like you have
Yeah.
like a better like look back at the past of your teens.
Cole is trying to
And
say that
I'm-
I'm old.
Yeah, you're 72. But I recently
look
left,
great.
so I have a fresh smell of my
Yeah.
teen stank. So.
And I interact with teens all day.
You are also a
so
teacher.
I spend all day in a high school, so I essentially revert to a teenager during most of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
We are also all Houston, Texas comedians.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we often act like children
Yes.
around everyone.
Yes.
I guess I'll go ahead and start. So my whenever I was a teen, I know
You mean last year, Cole?
last year, going back to when I was 13, until I was like 14, I was at a private school, a Baptist private school, and then made the transition to a public school where I sort of went from conservative to a little bit more liberal, probably heavily. I'm pretty liberal now, but and I went through my main thing was that I was coming to terms with my depression lots of that time, and so I was like, I'm pretty sad all the time, but also I'm pretty funny, so gotta keep on that grind.
Yeah, they say that most comedy comes from a dark place.
Yeah, I don't know if
think
that's
that's
true
true?
though.
I don't know. We're all really edgy.
Yeah,
We're
well,
super
we're edgy,
but
but
dark.
I don't know if we're. I feel like everyone has some mental illness somewhere. Like
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
like it's like physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody gets it.
everyone gets sick. Anyway, so
Okay, so back to your teen years.
yeah, I was really
So
self-conscious. on
What
that.
year is this when you're like recognizing, okay, life is not always great.
This is probably late 2012, early 2013.
Okay, so in Cole years, that means you are,
Probably like 15, 16.
okay, 15, 16. All right. Okay.
Um,
Do you think that part of that is just not being a little kid anymore and not having the...
it's a big part of that.
Okay.
I'd say because freshman year of high school, I was all about bringing my Game Boy to theater rehearsals and just playing in a corner, being like, "Oh, it's my turn to read lines," and then I'd grow up and do my thing, and then I'd go back and play my Game Boy. I'd often like people did this thing in theater freshman year where like they would actively try to hug me because they knew I didn't like hugs at the time.
Oh.
So I would like
interesting.
try to run
Hugs
away.
are classic teenage, like
Torture?
antics. Everyone's
okay.
like, hey, I'm gonna get a hug. Like,
Are
I'm
you
gonna
guys
go-
a front hug or a side hug person?
I usually try to go for the front hug, but
Front hug?
if they're going for the side hug, I don't want to creep them out. I tried to hug you. We hung out the other day, and you were going for a fist bump as we were saying goodbye, and I was like already going towards a hug, and then I felt like I forced it, and I felt really creepy.
Well,
I've been thinking about it ever since.
Oh no! Well,
Ever
coming
since.
out, secrets coming out. Oh, our listeners don't know this. We pulled the Truth Tarot card earlier, and it said a secret would be revealed. So that
We pull a little tarot here when we
tarot.
wake up in the morning.
yeah. To address the hug, as a physical touch person, I tend to hug people and touch them too much, so I might have been compensating for that time. Yeah.
You're like, maybe I should not hug this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to like force it on somebody.
Cool.
And now we have a podcast.
We have a podcast
So
where
that's great.
I can say we're hugging, but we're actually not. Cool. To summarize my teen years, I'd say
super depressing.
pretty scared, but not as scared near the end of it because I was able to sort of. I went to the university therapist or whatever. Eventually got kicked out because she
Too
was
healthy?
too healthy. She was like, "This is a temporary program. We have lots of students. I can recommend you to someone else."
Oh,
Move it along.
Yeah,
Move
so
it
I was like,
along.
I understand, but it was actually as much as I would like to continue to have regular therapy and counseling, I feel like I'm pretty stable right now for the
Nice.
past year or two. And I also have my sweet girlfriend Ronald, Veronica, whatever. I love her, and she's pretty good. So yeah. Balls in your court, Brittany.
Okay. Let's see. I have so much to say about my teen years. The thing that immediately comes to mind was my students were asking me this week. So I let them, they wanted to ask me questions. They really want to know me. So I let them write questions on little slips of paper, and I passed a cup around, and then I answered all the questions. And then the cheesiest high school questions like, have you ever been in love? What do you like to do on the weekends? One of them is, what is the craziest thing you've ever done? Which I was definitely not going to tell my students that. But I said, okay, I'll tell you a crazy thing that I've done that I did when I was a teenager, which is that I used to sneak out of the house a lot. Ooh. So what I would do was I would come home from work, and I sometimes worked late, and so I would come home, say goodnight to my parents.
This is high school?
This is high school. This is maybe senior year, late high school. I was really responsible. I got really good grades. I had a job. I worked at a restaurant. So I would get home from the restaurant, tell my parents goodnight. Then I would wait 30 minutes, go back out to my car, tiptoe down the stairs, skipping the creaky stair, get in my car, turn it not all the way on, but just to the point where you can put the car in neutral. Put the car in neutral, get out, push the car out of the driveway down the street, and then start it down the street so that your parents don't hear you starting the car, and then I would sneak out.
That's so elaborate.
That's pretty elaborate.
You needed a Prius, is what you needed.
Yeah, I just needed a Prius. Well, Priuses weren't invented when I was in high school, so not an option. Yeah.
I think all I ever did whenever, I snuck out twice, and one of them was just to go to Walmart with my friend. But all I ever did was just have the headlights off, and then I'd turn it on and I backed out.
Yeah, that was the other thing is I was pushing the car out of the driveway with the lights off. I mean, this is really dangerous. To be fair, I was on not a busy street. It was in almost a cul-de-sac, so it was okay, but... I wouldn't encourage anyone to do.
No.
Listeners, do not.
I only snuck out from my home one time, and I wasn't even. I was in senior year of high school, and I was just hungry, and I was up studying all night, and I just was I'm just gonna go to Whataburger, and so I just drove to Whataburger. But I got back, and my
Wait,
parents,
how old are you?
I was
17,
8. I guess I was 17, 18 when I graduated. And yeah, so I went to Whataburger, and I got home, and my parents were like, you snuck out. And then that was the first time I realized I had snuck out.
Oh, you just thought you could leave.
Yeah,
I
think I knew.
You're just going to Whataburger.
I didn't sneak in any way. I just left.
Yeah, I think I knew that I couldn't sneak out, but in my brain I qualified, and I was like, I'm just going to Whataburger. I'm hungry. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, because you get to the age where you feel okay, I can just do whatever I feel like. But the weird thing about being a teen is that not everyone knows that your brain is at this developmental state where sometimes you're very adult and you can make very adult decisions, and other times it just reverts back to childhood. And suddenly you're just like a toddler pitching a fit, and it's like day to day, moment to moment, if you get enough sleep. Anyway, so glad I'm not a teen anymore. Am I right?
Yeah.
Did they hear you leave the house, Jeffrey?
I think so. My dad is like up at all hours just doing nonsense. He's a shift worker. And I think he just was like, you were gone. Why'd you leave? Yeah.
And that's when your mom revealed she opens your room and checks for you every 30 minutes.
Oh my God. My dad would just come up if I was studying and yell at me and be like, what are you doing? Why are you studying? And like, it'd be like 2 a.m. or something. And like, go to sleep. And it was great.
It's like part responsible, part.
It was responsible, but like, yeah, he's yelling at me. I'd like put like a blanket at the bottom of my door, like so they couldn't see the light seeping through.
I used to do that with my brother whenever we'd like stay up late playing video games.
Nice.
Can't relate. Let's change the subject.
Well, to wrap a bow at the end of your teen years, Brittany, do you have any?
The end of my teen years. I don't think that we can wrap a bow around it. I was happy to leave my teen years. They were a little rough. But now, as I look back, I can appreciate it for what it was, look back with nostalgia. It was okay. It's like a nice time. Your parents take care of you, you know. Teens out there, you don't know what you got.
Because, like, you're almost adult and you know how to have fun a little bit, but, like, you still don't have to pay for anything.
Right, exactly. Like, your parents are taking care of most things.
Yeah, if you have good parents. Like, obviously, there are people who...
Right.
Yeah.
The typical American teen, though.
That's true.
How about you, Jeffrey? We know you snuck out only once. Were you
a pretty good boy? I snuck out of my home once. I snuck out of a friend's home other times, and that was fine. It was great. Again, for food, for donuts. But anyway.
We have a theme here.
Yeah.
I have a question about your teen years. So this is something that I've been thinking about a lot this week, is getting embarrassed at school. Because I had a moment where I was teaching and I kept checking my fly. I checked my fly compulsively. And then I started feeling like then that they're seeing me touch my pelvis and thinking I'm weird. So finally, because I'm at the board and I was nervous and I was just doing it because I don't know. So then I said, guys, can I be vulnerable for a second? I have this irrational fear that my fly is going to be down, and so I keep checking. So just, can we make a deal that if that happens, you'll all let me know? And they were like, that never happens. I was like, it happened last week. So
you guys aren't my friends right now.
Yeah. So anyway, so I was thinking about things that make you nervous, but also we can all remember like a moment in school where you felt really nervous or embarrassed or something like that, because it's such like a vulnerable time. Can you think, you don't have to answer right away, you can take a few seconds to think. Can you think of a time where you felt embarrassed or self-conscious or super aware?
Oh boy.
As a teen,
I think I'll think of a specific time, but I was definitely just always very nervous of like everything and always so unsure of myself. Like, if someone would have came up to me, I'm still very unsure, but if someone would have came up to me, been like, you're doing something wrong, I would have been like, you're right, I'm doing something wrong. What am I doing wrong? Like, tell me, please. I was so nervous.
I wonder how much of that comes from being graded on everything at school. You know, like maybe. You're expecting everyone to be telling you what you're doing wrong all the time.
Yeah, that's definitely possible. Maybe home stuff. I don't know. It was weird. But, yeah, I think... Oh boy, specific times, that's hard. I think if I have any, I've repressed them so deep.
that overall example was pretty good, though.
Yeah, no.
Living in a state of almost embarrassment.
Yeah, I'm just constantly so nervous.
Yeah.
So it hasn't gone away.
You know what? I can think of a time. I've always like wanted to like I play like music, right, and like play like piano and guitar, and I always wanted to like put myself out there with it, but I was always real nervous too, and so I'd occasionally like try, and then like one time we were hosting these Chinese foreign exchange students, and we had like this big ceremony, and they wanted the American students to perform, like do it like a talent show thing, because all the Chinese students had these like cool talents, and no one like was doing it from the American group, and I was like, I'll do it, I guess, and so I sang a song, and like I picked our class song which was probably a mistake because it was Green Day's Time of Your Life.
That's such a class song. That's everybody's class song.
And I
Oh boy.
yeah. Oh, it was. And so I originally, like, someone was gonna sing it with me, and they backed out last second, and so they called me up there. And, like, I was like, I don't want to mic myself. Can I just sing to the whole room? And they, like, insisted that I mic myself. But
And
Mic
you're
room?
a good singer.
I'm not a good
I
singer.
thought you were a good singer. You're a musician. He's good. He's good. Did you sing in the church choir?
No, I sing in a choir, but not in the church choir. But
Okay.
I'm not a great singer.
Wait, you don't sing in a church? Oh, you're talking school
Sing
choir.
school
poorly
choir,
right
school
now.
choir.
Sing poorly right now so we know. And we'll judge.
Can't do it. So they were like, yeah, mic your voice, but my guitar wasn't mic'd. And so, like, I was mic'd with this awful, like, cafeteria microphone, and, like,
No.
and it was so bad, and I was, like, singing off key, and I was just playing the guitar, and you couldn't even hear the guitar, which is the thing I'm better at. And I think everyone was so embarrassed for me.
Aww.
But I don't know. I'm happy. I don't know. I don't care. I'm past it. I was so embarrassed at the moment.
Yeah, there's another thing we don't realize when we're in high school. Like, none of it matters.
Yeah.
No one
Nothing
else.
matters.
No one else remembers that except you.
Yeah, no, they don't. I have one friend that'll occasionally bring it up and be like, "Oh, that was hard. That was hard for everyone."
Your
Oh!
Chinese friend texts you up every once in a while.
He's like, "Hey, remember when you made a fool of yourself in front of 2 nations?"
Man.
Hey, speaking of foreign Asian countries, did anyone watch the opening ceremonies to the Olympics?
I did not watch the opening
I
ceremony.
saw the Tonga guy was oiled up again.
I did not either.
So
So let's just move on.
Okay, cool,
we
cool.
know nothing about this.
Well,
We'll
at
just move on.
the time of recording this episode of Get Out of My Room. Get out of my room.
Get out of my room.
Out of my room.
There. It is nearing Valentine's Day,
Oh yeah.
and we thought we would.
Forgot. Thanks, Cole.
Yeah, we thought we'd pamper our guest a little bit.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh, that's right.
We
that's
do.
Right.
We do have a little something.
This
Something
is
for
actually
each
the
other.
perfect time for me to be bringing it out.
Do you want to do yours first then?
No, you go ahead. You
Okay.
go ahead. I'm just gonna get mine ready.
So
Wow.
you're a big nerd.
Yeah.
Everyone calls you a nerd when you're walking around. So I got you this loving little
Oh my
Spider-Man
God.
pop set.
I'm so happy.
My
with
love
this.
language is gift giving, so it makes me truly happy to see you have that.
This
right
is
now.
Oh,
actually
describe
awesome.
it. Describe what it is.
Yeah,
Describe what
it's,
you got.
it's
I'm not
like,
clear on what it
it's like a
is.
little plastic like cylinder with a zipper, and then inside is just all these little Spider-Men, and it's really cool because I don't know. I guess I don't watch the cartoon that's on because it's for kids, but like it has like a lot of Spider-Men that are only in the comic books, which is kind of neat. Like there's Spider-Man 2099 in his new costume
From the future, yeah.
Yeah, that's the like brand new costume. We got Spider-Gwen. We got Miles. This is awesome. Thank you.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I'm so happy. Wow.
Was Teen You also into Spider-Man, or was it
Teeny
a
was
later interest?
more into Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
Was like I would like dream that I was Spider-Man, and then I'd wake up and I'd be like,
Sad.
I gotta test if I have web powers. Like it was embarrassing. But yeah, I'm very into Spider-Man. So thank you so much,
No
Cole.
problem, buddy.
They're like Barbies, but
They are
they're,
like
but they're
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yeah.
Don't know their action.
I don't
These
get
aren't
why
even
we have to
action
like beef up like guy toys as like action figures. Like, why can't they also
They're
just
Barbies.
be
Yeah, well, people would like yell.
Dolls,
I think
like-
it was just
They're dolls.
they
They're
had
doll.
to do it though, because like kids were not gonna buy dolls. you
Yeah.
know, like boys were not gonna.
My
buy
dad,
dolls.
whenever I play with my action figures, he'd always be like, "How's the doll playing going?" And I'd be like, "Jeez,
They pose, Dad.
yeah."
Oh my
They're
God.
cool.
Hey, what did you guys play a lot as kids, like before you were a teen? Like I played school, restaurant, and house. Those were basically.
That's-
Are you talking about like
about
like
all I had.
games with
And
each
mermaids.
Oh my God,
Yeah, just like what were your make believe go to scenarios?
that's
Make-believe
Oh, I
coaches.
definitely played superheroes a lot. Like I'd be
Okay.
like I was cool. Like I would like want to do like Teen Titans, like the original Teen Titans cartoon. I was big for me, and I like to be Beast Boy. That was when we played pretend.
I did Secret Agent a lot.
Ooh.
This was specifically like in a classroom when I was bored. I remember in second grade, like I finally got like my own ruler, and I would like sit behind my desk like with the ruler, and I would be like, "Oh, I'm a secret agent with a cool sword." And
Oh,
I don't know.
I love that.
That's awesome.
I was so boring. Okay, I'm going to give you my gift, but I'm going to just preface it by saying gifts are not my love language.
Okay.
My love language is quality time, so just by me being here,
Yeah.
I'm telling you I love you.
This was my idea.
This was
I'm a
Cole's
gift
idea, and
giver,
I
dude.
got really stressed about it because I don't give gifts, and it just stresses me out to get gifts. So
Okay.
I was like, all right, I will go over to Sprouts or World Market, something, and
okay.
I'll find something for Jeffrey. So I drove over there, and it's Saturday when we're recording this, and it was rainy this morning. So I get there, and it was so...
It still is
It's-
the morning.
It still is the morning. We just woke up.
Yeah?
And I couldn't find a parking spot, and I got so stressed that I just left and was like, I will find something at my house to give them.
That's you prefaced
You
that
could
like
have gone
you
to
were
any
buying
other
something.
store.
No, I just couldn't do it. So, well, I was going to go to a coffee shop and get you a cookie.
Aw.
But the last time I was with you, we were having pizza and you weren't eating the pizza.
Yeah, I was kind of horrified just now when you guys were gonna be like, I got you food, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
I can't eat it.
So I did bring a treat, but it's something super healthy. It's
Oh, cool.
clementine
Oh, snap.
oranges. There's many of them
Sweet.
that I'll put out now. So
Oh, my.
that's part one of the gift. And I brought these because I went on a hike recently to Big Bend, and as we were hiking up, we would stop every now and then and eat clementine oranges, the little ones. And it was just such a nice treat to
They
get you
are.
up the mountain, and you get a little sugar rush. And so I thought that this podcast is like a hike up a mountain, and we need
Cute
oranges.
little
We need little
clementines.
power
Yeah,
thing.
so we have
Yeah.
those. My second part of the gift
Two
was
parts.
I was gonna bring this for one of these for myself. And because I like to have something to do with my hands, I'm a very tactile person, and I thought you might be as well as a musician. So I brought some for me and some for you, but I didn't bring
Okay.
any for Cole. I'm just realizing.
Cole's not tactile.
I have
I-
all these clementines.
Again, gifts not my love language, but we can break it up. It is Sculpey clay.
Oh.
And I brought some for myself, and I can tear it in half and share it with you, Cole. So.
I'm just gonna take this red clay and turn it into another Spider-Man. Is what
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
that's what you could do. So here's what I like to do with the clay: is you gotta, get it warm first.
She's mashing the clay.
Mash.
She's mashing.
Thank you, Cole. If
You
you,
have
could
purple
describe
clay.
to the listeners.
Jeffrey has red clay. It comes in it looks like an eraser, like a square eraser almost.
Yeah.
I'm having like this strange impulse to take a bite out of it. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
looks
it feels like it looks like candy a little
Yeah.
bit. So it's a little rough at first, or hard at first, and then you have to get it warm. A good thing about Sculpey clay is that it doesn't dry out, so you can leave it
Wow.
out and it won't.
Is this what you had at your apartment when I was there the other day?
I have it everywhere.
Everywhere.
I keep it in the car, so when I'm stressed out in Houston traffic,
It's got Sculpey clay.
it's a little Sculpey clay. So Cole, I'll give you some.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
So
Oak
pretty
clay.
fun,
Thank
so
you.
You can just play with that
This
for
is
the
awesome.
rest of our recording.
Yeah, if I get
time.
silent, assume I am entranced in this
Okay.
Yeah.
activity.
Well, that's good. So why don't you just silently play with the clay while we transition to our next segment?
Do you want to go?
Yeah. So this is called Stay Safe, Bud.
Stay safe, bud.
Hey,
Hey,
stay safe, bud.
bud.
Hey, bud.
Bud.
Are you staying safe?
Stay safe, bud.
Stay safe out there, bud. Anyway, so in Stay Safe, Bud, I think in American culture there's a huge value placed on being risky and doing crazy
Yeah.
things, and like we're adrenaline
Don't settle for the
junkies.
9 to 5.
That's
Go
right.
out and
Have a side hustle and
Yeah.
constantly plugged in, turned on.
have a
right?
dream.
Have the American dream.
Why do I gotta dream?
Why do I have to dream? Sometimes I just want to sleep without dreaming.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel that?
Sometimes I just want to stay safe.
Exactly. So Stay Safe, Bud is not about the crazy things you're doing. It's how are you staying safe out there?
How are you staying safe, bud? How are you actively not trying to advance your life at all?
Yeah, just, doing the safe thing. So, Jeffrey, we want to open this up with asking you, how are you staying safe out there?
How are you not improving your life in any way?
I am spending a lot of time in the corner pocket of my couch. You see
That's
like
a good
the-
pocket.
Yeah, it's so good.
Is it a big couch?
It's a giant couch. It's too big, and yeah, I'm watching watching a lot of television with my girlfriend, and it's good. I'm staying safe.
You want to plug any shows right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. everyone go watch my show Broad City.
That is not your show.
Well, it's the best.
I love Broad City. What
show.
season are you watching?
The new one. The
Are you just watching it?
I started it when it was on TV, and like I was like, I can't force myself to watch TV every week.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
happened
I
to
gotta
me.
stream it. So yeah, so I'm finishing the newest season.
It's
season
brilliant.
4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
season 4.
That
show
one
is
where
brilliant.
they met is really good.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
so
the
good.
flashback
and
episode.
I called it. I called
did?
the ending like early on. I think Broad City. I think that I look like John Gimberling.
Yeah, the roommate.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
100%.
I really
like
like, and
Gimberling.
at first I was like, that's not a good compliment. Now I'm like, I really like that.
Wait, in the
compliment.
flashback episode, he had like
Oh, he
abs
was
and
ripped.
Yeah,
chiseled.
Yeah.
wasn't he like his face was superimposed?
Superimposed
Yeah.
on another actor.
Yeah.
That was really great. That was a good episode. I think this might have been the end of season 3. Maybe it was season 4. What they were, I think the episode was called Jews on a Plane, and they were going on the birthright type of Jewish trip.
Oh yeah.
And one of them needed a tampon, and they couldn't find a tampon. They were asking everybody, and so Alana was trying to make Abby a tampon, and she was using a guy's yarmulke and
Oh,
all
yeah.
these strings, and then they ended up getting kicked off the plane for making a bomb because tampons kind of look like bombs. Do you guys
That
feel
was good.
uncomfortable because we're talking about tampons?
No.
No, I was just now thinking of how you can
Yeah.
make a bomb out of a tampon. They just have this string like dynamite, you know?
Let's everyone try to make their clay into their best looking tampon.
Okay.
I think I'm already 90% to a vagina though. So also this is turning my hands red.
Yeah,
and it's
it
hilarious.
will. I meant to tell you, it will turn your hands a little bit, but after a long time, because the purple's not really turning it purple because I played with it. All the color is already gone.
I'll make the vagina. You guys can make tampons.
Okay, and then this is weird. Anyway,
A little bit.
but I think that if we are to make tampons and periods not weird, we have to talk about it in a way that's not weird.
Mm-hmm.
So,
How are you staying safe,
how are
Brittany?
you staying safe? Stay safe, bud. Let's see. How am I staying safe? It's hard because I don't really stay safe. Just kidding. I go to bed really early. That's like my big thing because I have to get up really early in the morning. So I like to go to bed. Here's my nighttime ritual. I like to turn off my phone around 8 o'clock. And then I go in my room, and I don't really watch a lot of TV, but I read, and maybe I'll color or do some like yoga or something like that. And then I like to be asleep with the lights off. Maybe listen to a podcast, 9 o'clock, like asleep by 9:30.
See, I would
That sounds
argue
so nice.
that's not staying safe at all. You're really improving your mental health and
That's-
Yeah.
physical health.
Yeah, but I'm staying safe.
Oh, you are staying safe.
I'm trying not
Oh,
to get the
yeah.
flu.
Man, it's really going around.
It's going around.
Epidemic.
It is. All right, what about you, Cole? How you staying safe?
How am I staying safe?
Good, right?
I'm actively not exercising.
Ugh.
Oh, I don't know if that's saying that might be the opposite. That's
Well-
risky, Cole. That's risky behavior.
Ew, is it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going as staying safe because I'm staying safe by being comfy all the time at
Okay.
home.
Well, it's winter when we're recording.
It is
this.
winter.
It
Well,
is winter.
it's getting a little out. We're kind of leaving winter a little bit.
Yeah, I saw some trees blooming with flowers.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
We could get another snow day still, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is insane.
That would be great.
We've already had 2 snow days, by the way. So
This is some crazy Texas
Houston,
weather.
Texas.
Yeah, insane.
Yep. And I don't know if you guys saw, it rained this morning. The bayous were overflowing.
I saw a
Yeah.
sign when I was commuting down here that said like. Whatever, a 610 loop flooded, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Wow.
And it hasn't flooded since the hurricane.
Yeah,
So it's
so,
a little,
like, I-
little scary.
Have you guys gotten like a little PTSD when it
Yeah.
rains? Like
Yeah.
the first
Yeah.
time it rained after, like it was like probably like 4 or 3 weeks or something, but like the ground was still so saturated that the streets were flooding a little bit, and like I was feeling some serious anxiety. Like,
Yeah, that was a rough time. Let's move on.
Let's
Yeah.
move on from that. Let's move on to a little break here, and we'll be back in just a minute. Oh, I can't have any more pancakes, guys. Oh, this is the best morning ever. You guys still? I think I'm finally awake. I think I'm finally.
Yeah, I've had my coffee. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, Jeffrey, you were really eyeing those waffles. You didn't touch any. That takes some strength.
It's been a real struggle, honestly. I'm just over here gnawing this granola bar.
Yeah, you didn't even eat the whole granola bar. But
No, I didn't.
I did hear when people saying breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It's false.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's some underrated.
What do you think the
news
most
right
important
there.
meal of the day is?
Lunch.
Why?
I could agree with that.
Because like what I do is like I don't eat breakfast, but I eat like not a crazy, but I eat a pretty big lunch and then I eat a small dinner.
That's probably a better way to do it. Small dinner makes sense because you're just going to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Those are just going to be fat calories. Just going to...
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't have the poops when I'm trying to snooze.
Yeah.
Cool.
Different subject.
Oh, yeah. Cool. So our next segment is called Study Hall. It's Study Hall, guys.
Hall.
Pick up your pens, pick up your notebooks.
Study hall.
Shh, quiet in the study hall. But we still got to learn, so we're going to study with our buddy Jeffrey, who brought us some knowledge to put in our brains. Go and drop some knowledge, buddy.
All right. You guys told me to teach you about something.
Please.
But it's really lame. You guys, I don't
Will
know
we
if-
be learning?
You're gonna be learning.
We just
Then
love
that's
to
all I
learn.
care
almost
about.
guarantee you guys do not know the history of the band Fall Out Boy. You guys,
No,
we
I
don't.
don't. Is it okay?
Well,
Drop it.
it's I don't know that it's that interesting. It's just something that I know about.
Okay.
Was that a band that you liked in your teens?
That is a band that I liked in my teens, and then put like a mental block over to never judge again after that point. And now I
Okay.
just like unabashedly love them, and people hate them. People, they're a very hated band. So yeah.
Fall Out Boy. I think I remember them.
You think you remember them. In case you don't, let's start with some 101, all
Okay.
right? Fall Out Boy's most popular songs are Sugar We're Going Down and Dance Dance. You guys know those songs?
I don't know by the titles. I'd probably know.
You
if I
guys
heard 'em.
really not
So
know
I think you
those
need
songs?
to sing them to
Sing
us,
'em a little bit.
Jeffrey.
Oh, no.
Okay, we'll just never know.
Well, if
Okay.
you're listening at home, go ahead and pause it right here and listen to all of Sugar We're Going Down and Dance Dance, and you'll know what they sound like. So, Fall Out Boy is a pop punk band.
Okay, loved. I was super into pop punk as a teen.
Nice.
Way into it.
What'd you listen to?
Simple Plan.
Simple Plan was not like real pop punk. I listened to a lot of Brand New,
Okay.
Taking Back Sunday,
All right.
The Used, Newfound Glory before
How did you
they
not
got big.
listen to Fall Out Boy? I'm confused. It's
I
like
knew who Fall Out Boy
Okay.
was, but they weren't like super cool.
No, they're not. And
They were
they're
like a little too
and
mainstream.
People, and I am so over that. Like, I'm just like, just enjoy this. I just enjoy this thing that people hate. Okay, so those are the most popular songs. Fall Out Boy is a Chicago-based pop punk band, right? They were in a bunch of other little bands that were really bad, and then they were like, hey, let's make some money. This kind of sucks. We're tired of just making some garbage stuff no one really likes. And so they got together, and they became Fall Out Boy, and they played their first show without a name. And they said, hey, what should we name ourselves? And someone was like, hey, like that Simpsons character, Fall Out Boy. And they were like, we'll call ourselves that. You guys want me to just...
Wow. No, I'm really.
You're
Wow.
in.
We're
Into
really
this.
invested. So this is the story of how they fell apart.
No, this is the story
formed. They're
of...
still
how
together.
they formed.
They are
Oh,
together.
they're still a band. I'm
Cole's
sorry.
looking at me like I picked the worst subject
No.
of all time.
Oh boy.
Yeah, boy.
I just have really judgy eyes.
Yeah, it's the eyes, yeah. Cool. So, anyway, I'll
So
kind of
they're still together.
They're still
Okay.
together. They kind of went on hiatus for a long time, though. So, Fall Out Boy, they came out and they released this EP. It was called Fall Out Boy's Evening Out with Your Girlfriend. A lot of people don't know that's their original album. It's kind of their EP. And it has a bunch of really raw kind of recordings on
Fall
it.
Out Boy's night out with your girlfriend.
Fall Out Boy's Evening Out with Your Girlfriend.
Evening
I'm sorry.
out with
all
your
the-
girlfriend.
Fall Out
So,
Boy's Evening Out with Your Girlfriend.
Sick
I am
dig.
to think that Fall Out Boy is taking my girlfriend
Mm-hmm.
out. So they're
Without you.
essentially my girlfriend is cheating on me With Fall Out
all
Boy.
of Fall Out Boy, yeah. And
Okay.
the album cover is them sitting at like an old dinery booth, the whole band on one side, and this girl kind of just sitting awkwardly on the other side. And this is a hard album to get a hold of because it, again, is not a popular. They did not really release this widely, and I sought it out and grabbed myself. Like, I should have brought it. And
This was after you were already into the band.
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
And then their first like major release people know about is it's called Take This to Your Grave. You might have seen it. It's a blue album.
Jeffrey, you can go ahead and assume for the rest
We
of this
don't know
You don't know
anything about
anything.
Fall
That's
Out Boy.
insane.
We don't know anything,
Anything
Wow.
about Fall Out Boy.
I mean, so
all of this is new information.
So-
to us.
What's that? They came out with like a newer hit.
Yeah,
like,
they have
recently.
newer
What's
song-
that? What's that new hit? I feel like I know
the
it.
newest song that
yeah,
they have.
or not like think like past like 5 years.
Past 5 years, you could be thinking of Centuries.
Yeah. Okay.
Not a-
Remember me.
Not a big
for
fan.
centuries.
So their
Yeah.
newer stuff
You
is
heard that
like
one,
it's
Brittany?
okay.
No, but
I don't
quick
know.
pop quiz.
Yeah.
What was one of Fall Out Boy's biggest hits?
Fall Out Boy. Okay.
No,
so,
not
no,
you.
for
Cole.
you guys.
Cole has to
Great,
answer it.
great.
Century,
He's already
right?
told us this.
Uh,
No, one of the
So I
earlier
gave you
hits.
guys the most popular song.
Yeah.
Oh,
Two
you're
was-
quizzing me on stuff
Yeah.
you've already told
Yeah,
us.
doing a check for understanding. That's what we
Gotcha.
call it in education.
Yeah.
I know it.
Don't. Well, that's because you were thinking about the question, Brittany.
You grabbed a hold of it and said, "I'm going to
I
ask
would
this."
ask Cole this, who's focusing on the lyrics to Century. Well, I don't know.
Sugar, we're going down.
Yeah,
I know.
that's it.
Evening Out with Your Girlfriend.
that's-
is the album.
Yeah.
That's the first one, yeah. How do you Sugar? You guys never heard like we're going down, down, and you know. Oh, there you go. We're in business. This means
Yeah, I
nothing
know
to
it.
Cole. Cole is unmoved.
You don't know that song?
Still don't know it.
We're
Okay,
going
and there's
downtown in the
Yeah, you can just fill in the words. It's fine.
Should have been in a
No,
pop punk band.
You-
It's too early for
kinda
this
was.
guy.
You were.
Yeah, I was.
Tell us more about that.
We were bad, but I had a lot
Are
of fun.
any pop punk bands good?
I'd say not really. I'd say overall,
I would agree.
yeah, I love it. I love them, but I don't know if any pop punk bands are
What
objectively
instrument
good.
did you play in your pop
I
punk
played
band?
guitar.
You play guitar.
You're a
Yeah.
multifaceted man. You play guitar, piano, little bass, right?
Well, I feel like any guitar player plays bass. I
Yeah.
can play bass. Yeah.
Lead
You-
guitar?
Lead guitar. Yeah, we only had
Did you
one.
sing?
I
Did you
did not
scream?
sing. No, one time I did sing, and I sang a Fall Out Boy song, and one of my friends recorded it, and it's one of the most embarrassing things that I've ever done. Also, anytime I open my mouth to sing, it is one of the most embarrassing things that has ever happened to me.
Same. That's why I sing in my car.
Nice.
Cole, were you in a band?
No, but I do sing.
Lay down some
Prove
stuff.
it.
Yeah, that was
That's all I
beautiful.
got.
It's pretty. That's how you sing.
That's how I sing.
Who told you you can sing? Is that the Kermit the Frog voice?
I told me I could sing, Brittany. I have come from like a long line of male singers in my family.
Really?
Really,
My-
name some.
My father went to HSPVA for singing, and then got a scholarship for like a music degree based on his singing at HBU.
Wow.
And then my brother was like in like the head high school choir, and then made it to like area competition for like solo singing. And I did choir for 1 year, but I mainly did it because like they offered free voice lessons. So I did that because like once a week we'd get one-on-one voice lessons, and that was really cool because like I learned how to sing. And then I was like, I'm bored. I don't want to actually learn how to read music. So yeah. Anyway.
Nice. Instead of teaching
Nice.
about Fall Out Boy, I thought about teaching you guys how to read music, but
Ooh.
I don't know if that.
Cole
I'm
is.
glad we didn't do that.
Yeah, Cole didn't.
I would
Again,
have checked out.
Cole
Out.
is
No.
very skeptical of this
I
segment.
probably would have hunkered down. 'cause
Can you
that's the
teach us
segment.
one note? We have a piece of paper here. Will
Oh,
you
Teach-
draw,
teach you
draw
one
me
note?
one note? Teach it to me.
Okay.
Tell me about it, and then
I'm
will
gonna, for the listeners, I'm
describe
gonna
it
draw.
to the listeners.
Yeah.
To the listeners.
Um,
we like to think that the listeners are here.
And
with
also know
us.
how to read music.
And
Yeah,
well, they
so-
will after this lesson.
I mean, you got yourself a little quarter note.
Okay, I've seen that. So
Okay.
for the listeners, if you're thinking of like what the emoji of a music note would look like, it's that. It's the dark filled in circle at the bottom with one line up.
Yeah, it's like a big
That's a
like
note.
D, like a D with a tall stem.
With
Yeah.
the D filled in.
The D
And then
filled
you
in,
often,
yeah.
I feel like
Just fill
this
in
is
the D.
also a real popular one. You see that, right?
Yep, that's
those
like a
are
double one.
Double
so
D.
Well,
Double D.
And they're connected.
Double D's connected.
So
at the top.
those are 2/8 notes. So that's like that. Like
So the
that.
the first one is
That's
Dat.
a quarter note. That's like dat.
Quarter
That's like a
note.
singular,
what was it? Quarter note and
quarter note, 2/8 notes together.
2/8
Yeah.
notes.
So you
Tied
can put
together.
them like however length together you want.
Yeah,
right?
you could put like
notes.
12 of them together if you wanted.
What would that be?
Yeah, 12/8 notes together.
What does that sound like?
If I hit the table 12 times.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
There you go.
8, 9,
Pen
10,
went
11, 12.
That's exactly it.
12 8 notes.
12
8
8
I
notes.
have good rhythm.
That was good.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you. You know, rhythm, I always thought that rhythm was inherent. But then I learned that you learn rhythm and some people don't have it.
I'd say that's kind of true. Yeah, I'd say some people have trouble with rhythm and they think that it's just they can't do it. But
You just have to learn
You
it.
just have to learn it. Like
Yeah.
my a lot of people in my family are just really awful at rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
Which so I'll be like I'll pull the guitar out like campfire and then try to play and then they'll start like singing but like it's bad. It's real bad.
Yeah.
They'll be like whole like steps off.
Isn't your sister in like musicals and stuff?
My
then?
sister's good. My sister and I will perform. She does violin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's real good. She's like the first chair violin at her orchestra.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
snap!
Shout
Do you
out to
mean
my
Dor-
sister.
Do you mean Dorchestra?
I mean,
Oh.
I'm sorry. I meant to say dorchestra. Did I say orchestra?
Yeah, it's Dorchestra.
My bad.
Do you guys remember in music class when you would have those rhythm sticks
Mhm.
and you would, like, your teacher would do like dun 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 dun, and then the whole class dun 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 dun.
I always
is
I
that
did that.
not-
No, I did that. I'm
At
with
elementary
you. Yes.
school, that was pretty much all
I
we
did
did.
that.
All
But
you
also,
did.
And we played, what's that harpsichord thing?
the harps. You played a harpsichord.
That was like a
Is-
synth. What you're doing with your hand?
It has these
A
little
harp?
levels, and it's like a hand harp.
What? Okay.
I don't know.
A
what
harpsichord is
I
like
don't know what a harpsichord is.
A harpsichord's like a piano type thing, but it's like a baroque kind of instrument. Sounds very
What's
like
the thing where
like Bach. Like
I don't know. It was this like sort of harp.
I don't
thing.
know. That sounds insane.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
know what
just
it
for
was.
reference, Brittany has one hand on the side, just holding her hand down, and the other one's just like flicking up in the air.
Yeah,
I'm playing with
Playing
the
the
guitar.
harp.
it
pick,
looks
I'm
like she's
the-
playing air hockey.
It does look like playing
Yeah.
her.
Well, I'm playing a harp,
Harp hockey.
a hand harp.
Maybe that's an
No,
instrument.
I don't know. And you know what? Memories are
I
unreliable,
always
so
felt
that
real-
might have not even happened.
I always felt real cheated by like elementary music class. I was like, this is not music. You're just finding a way to pacify us for an hour.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
also learning rhythm,
Sometimes, yeah.
fundamentals.
So, did you have any other facts about Fall Out Boy you wanted to drop? before we
Yeah,
move on?
so we
Okay.
totally moved. So Fall Out Boy, well, I'll just sum up. I'm going to go through the major album releases,
Oh, okay.
okay? And
Okay.
I'll just go brief timeline. So we got Fall Out Boy's Evening Out with Your Girlfriend, right? That small release. Take This to Your Grave, first major release. From Under the Cork Tree, that's with Dance Dance and Sugar We're Going
When did they
Down.
start performing?
I should know that. Like early 2000s.
Okay.
I think they performed before that in like the 90s in different bands. So From Under the Cork Tree, that was their first. That was the world kind of really got to know them. And was like, oh, they're a big band. Next album, Infinity on High, they brought in like hip hop producers, which people were like skeptical of, but it was kind of good. And
They
that-
didn't do hip hop. They just had
they
producers.
did. They just had
who-
producers to kind of bring that sensibility to it, and they had songs like "This Ain't a Scene, It's an Arms Race," and "Thanks for the Memories." You might know those.
I know
I know,
that. That
thanks for
sounds
memories.
familiar.
Yeah, and then after that, they just kept laying on the production. They're moving real far away from that pop punk feel, and they moved to they made the album Fully Ado, which has the song "I Don't Care" on it. That's the most popular.
I really hope that someone hears this who loves
I
Fall Out
hope
Boy.
so.
And it's just
Hit
like,
me up.
this is the best podcast I've ever heard.
He's
and then
listing all the albums.
He's
and
in
that's
order.
it.
I'm
it's
just
like
trying to
he has
get
the
through it.
Wikipedia page open of Fall Out Boy and is reading
For the
directly
listeners,
from it.
I don't.
He doesn't.
Okay?
He doesn't.
I gotta say,
He's still playing with his
mind.
Spider-Man. toys.
But I really hope that someone does hear this. They get really excited, and then all future episodes are a complete letdown because we don't talk
Yeah.
about Fall Out Boy ever again.
That-
Instead, we learn about taxes.
You guys
or
are gonna have
something.
to slowly morph it into a Fall Out Boy podcast to demand.
You're gonna have a spin-off
Really?
podcast about Fall Out
So
Boy.
we're
Yeah.
almost through with these. I'll
Okay,
move
sorry.
rapid
Thank
speed.
God.
All right, so Fully Ado comes out. People hate it. People are like, "Why don't you guys sound like a punk band anymore?" And then they're just making like really good pop music. It's like their best album, like objectively, Fully Ado, but people hate it, and so they break up. sort of. They go on hiatus, and this is the worst period of my life.
Oh my god!
I
So
don't
you were
know.
fans of them before they went on
Yeah,
hiatus?
and then when they went on hiatus, and
I thought you said the story does not end with them breaking up.
no, it does not end. This is like they like go
What's
on
a
hiatus in like
hiatus?
2009. That means they're not broken up. We just don't know about the future of Fall Out Boy at this
Okay.
point.
Okay.
They break up, and then I remember where I was when they got back together. I was in my
Yeah.
high school. I was in my senior English class, and I got a message on my phone. They released "My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark," which you guys might know.
No.
Is that where Century is?
No, that's after.
No,
Well,
but
I'm
they're-
almost done. I'm sorry.
All their album titles are like weirdly creepy. Like
Yeah.
I'm cheating on your girlfriend with you.
That's only one of them.
And what was this one?
This new one.
I
that
Know
I'm
What
about
You're
to
Doing
say,
in the Dark?
My songs know what you do in the dark, but that's
That's
a
weird.
song.
I don't like Fall Out
My
Boy.
songs know what you do in the dark.
My songs know what you did in the dark, and so it's
What are they alluding to?
They're saying that their songs know what you did in the dark. All right.
Sleep.
It's like I know what you
They
did
know
last
that
summer.
I sleep.
Is that all that you do in the dark?
That's all.
Look, guys,
I
I'm
do
not
in
gonna
the dark.
defend their
I'm glad
their.
it's morning, man. I'm glad it's a crisp.
You wanted a
8:30
teen
a.m.
podcast. I'm giving you a teen band.
Do it.
All right.
Yeah, give it.
And they're old teens love them. So anyway, this album is called Save Rock and Roll, and it is really good. And it's their first album back, but it's
According
the
to
most
you,
different. I
or-
think it's amazing.
Okay.
I think they're all really good because I refuse to judge them objectively. And so that Save Rock and Roll comes out. Next one, you guys, that's with Centuries. That one is American Beauty, American Psycho. And then finally, their newest album just came out this year, like less than a month ago, and it's called Mania. And
Okay, do a quick.
It's kind of a boring name from their.
I
like,
agree.
their
Yeah,
past
from
titles.
everything in it is Mania.
Mania.
We're crazy now.
Do a pop quiz.
Okay.
Give us one.
Okay,
Each of us one question. One question.
All right, let's see. Cole. That's the Cole sound effect.
I brought a slide whistle. I've been waiting to use it. So
That was the perfect time
That
for the
was.
slide whistle.
I got the hint whenever Brittany slowly pushed it towards me that it was time to use my slide whistle.
Okay, so Cole, can you tell me the name of any of their albums that I glossed over?
That you did
Yeah,
mention
just-
it.
that I
I
glossed
know what
over
your
it.
songs did in the dark.
That's
right?
not an
Nope,
album.
nope. I got it.
Okay, go for it.
Can I
Brittany.
steal it
for the
from
save?
them?
For
What are
the
you
save.
talking about? What was the
My
question?
songs know what you did in the dark.
That's a song name, but yes, you've got the song correct.
Wait, that's not the album
That's
name?
not the album.
No, that's the
You
album.
listed it as if it was an
No,
album.
I see what you're saying.
All right, let's move on to the next segment.
That's probably a good idea.
No, like it's not an album. My song.
No, that's a song.
That's a song.
Yeah.
What was the album name?
The album Save Rock and Roll. That was on Save Rock.
Save
and Roll.
Rock and Roll.
Mhm.
Okay.
It felt like you were talking a different language and that I couldn't.
I might have just gone
I
into like a
couldn't
fugue
listen.
state and
You-
like just like recited facts. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's what that segment's all about.
I feel like we did learn though.
did.
I hope so.
I
I didn't
learned-
tell
Fall Out
you.
Boy had a hiatus.
Yeah.
That's the main thing, and
'Cause
they
of
came
their-
back.
Started in Chicago.
Yeah, that's good.
'Cause everyone hated their best album.
everyone hates
They had
them.
to- yeah,
Mhm.
everyone
Except
hates
Jeffrey.
them except Jeffrey.
Okay, what was different about Infinity on High producer wise? There's a
Hip hop.
Hip-hop producers.
Hip hop producers.
Oh my
there we
gosh.
Go.
You guys know everything about Fall Out Boy
I'm
now.
learning so much.
And then one last thing, the members of the band I didn't say got Pete Wentz. He's a
He
celebrity.
went.
You guys know,
I remember.
right?
Wait, yeah. Who did he?
He's the
married
bass player.
someone?
He married Ashley Simpson, and
There
they
we
divorced.
go.
He's a bass
Oh,
player?
they
He's the bass
divorced.
player. He's
And
not
he married
the singer.
Ashley Simpson.
Yeah,
Ashley
well, he's kind
Simpson,
of like the
known
front-
for.
known for
she
lip
was on.
syncing on SNL.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
I was
There
gonna
we
say
go, yeah.
she was on an episode of Seventh Heaven
What
when
was
I was
that?
into that show.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
What was that song she sang on Saturday Night Live?
I'm a dumb lip sync stupid person.
No,
I don't know.
that
I don't
was
like
not
Ashley Simpson.
All I can think of is the Avril Lavigne song.
And then my male crush is Patrick Stump, the lead singer of Fall Out Boy.
Patrick Stump.
And
that
I've met
sounds
him.
like a
I've
punk
met
rock
him a
name.
couple
Yeah.
times, and
That
I'm
can't
a
be his
big
last
fan.
name.
It's Stump with an H, and he
Okay.
legally changed it because people were pronouncing it Stump.
Oh,
And yeah.
Sad.
Then you got Joe Troman on guitar and Andy Hurley on the drums, and that's Fall Out Boy.
Andy Hurley.
All right.
Sorry
Well.
for
Man, great note to end on. Learn about Stump. First name Patrick, right?
first name Patrick.
First name Patrick, last name Stump. Okay, we're gonna move on to our viewer or listener inspired segment. So this is our first episode. So we just got a couple. We put out into the world that we needed people to call in and leave us voicemails with questions about teens or mornings or anything else we cover on this show or anything fun. And we got a couple right here. This one is from Isaac C. in Austin, Texas.
Isaac C. If you're listening out there, Isaac C.
Isaac, ooh.
Thanks for your call, listener, Isaac C. Okay, and we're listening to this for the first time.
Hey, Brittany. Hey, Cole. Number one listener here. My name is Chisholm. I just wanted to ask you guys a question. Every morning when I'm getting ready to go to school, I'm in high school, and I go to the high school every morning. 5 days a week. You know how school works. But I always have a big problem, and it's choosing my socks. I'm kind of a fun guy. I'm like a vibrant, fun guy. And I always have a difficulty choosing between should I wear my blue socks with the green stripes or my green stripes with my green socks with the blue stripes. And so if you guys could just tell me, green socks, blue stripes, or blue socks, green stripes. Thanks, guys. I love your podcast.
Okay. Well, it's hard for him to say he loves our podcast because we have yet to put out an episode, but we appreciate it, Chisholm.
You mean Isaac C.
Isaac
C. in Austin, Texas.
Chisholm, Isaac C. Wow. I mean, I sure did have difficulty knowing what to wear in high school. I didn't figure out my fashion sense until late freshman year when my gay best friend told me I need to get my outfit together because all I ever wore was a t-shirt and jeans.
Oh, well, that can be cool. I mean, a lot of pressure in school.
Yeah.
So you were a non-uniform school.
Right, my high school wasn't.
Okay, but even if you had a uniform, you could still, maybe socks are your thing. We don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe Isaac wears a uniform at his school, and the only thing that he has to express himself is socks.
Yeah.
And so my question for Isaac is...
Well, he can't answer.
Well, that he'll be thinking about while he's listening to this is... Isaac, it sounds like you are doing what is typical of a teen in thinking that you only have two choices. This is right or wrong, or good or bad, or she loves me or she hates me, right? And you're thinking, should I wear these socks or those socks? But what if there is a third option that you are not thinking about? Maybe there's yellow socks. Maybe there's orange socks. Maybe there's socks that have Christmas trees on them, but it's February and you're going to wear them anyway because you're just like that guy at school who wears like funky socks. Or maybe you wear two different socks.
That's me.
Oh, man.
Right?
You wear two different socks.
Out of laziness, not out of cool. Like, right now, I'm wearing the same socks, and that's a big deal. Like, this is...
Okay.
And it was not on purpose.
I think I've seen you wear two different socks before.
Oh, and they'll be, like, not even... The one short, one long, and straight. Like,
I just don't care.
I don't care.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think, Isaac, you're also sort of confining... like how many days, like you're not thinking that there's like 5 days in a week, right?
Yeah, are you washing your socks, Isaac?
Yeah, are you saying, okay, I'm only going to wear these socks the whole week? Because you can definitely rotate socks if you need to. And like Brittany said, the world is your sock drawer. You can have as many socks as you want.
What if that becomes an expression?
The world is your sock drawer.
The world is your sock drawer. Yeah, I like that, Cole.
In the sense that you hide things.
I feel like that's a good way to end that call.
It is a good way.
That wisdom of the world is your sock drawer, and rotate it.
Yeah, okay.
All right, should we take another call?
Yeah, this one is from John M. In Houston.
Okay, local listener.
Yeah.
Hey, Brittany. Hey, Cole. This is John. I just want to know, what music were you into as a teenager? What was your favorite band? Did you have posters on your wall? What albums did you have? Did you go to any concerts when you were a teenager? Yeah, what's the deal? I want to know. Go Stros. I'm not into baseball. I don't know why I say that, but okay. I'm going to hang up. I guess I hang up now. Okay. Bye.
Oh, I love the confidence. Love the
confidence.
Love the question.
Yeah,
Good question.
and it's on the theme of music because we just learned about Fall Out Boy.
Can't transition better than that.
No.
Yeah. Well, Cole, you probably still like the same music that you liked in high school. It hasn't changed that dramatically.
Pretty much only Paul Simon.
Only Paul Simon.
From sophomore year to now, I just only listen to Paul Simon. No,
that's great.
I have variety, but he's always the guy I go back to. I've never seen him in concert. I never went to a concert in high school.
What?
Never.
Wow.
my,
I
like-
went to one concert in junior high, and it was to the Digitour. Jeffrey maybe knows
You're
about
a
this.
YouTuber
Yeah, it's
fan.
whenever all the popular musicians on YouTube got together and went on tour. I went to them 2 years in a row.
See Nice Peter?
I did see Nice Peter, and he was awesome. He's like the best YouTuber of all time. And then before that, in elementary school, I went to a Christian contemporary concert of the band The Newsboys.
I know
Oh,
the Newsboys.
boy.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe they're still around.
Yeah, well, that was in elementary school, so
Okay,
I was
all right.
youngish.
So-
I think they're still around, though.
It's
was
whenever the
probably in
Australian
college.
guy, the bald dude, was still the lead singer, not Michael Tate from DC Talk.
You're making fun of
Oh.
me for Fall Out Boy knowledge, and you know all this about the Newsboys.
Hey man, I was not making fun of you.
Your eyes were making fun of me.
I
saw-
have judgy eyes. I don't know what you want
I
me to do.
was making fun of you in my head, but I wasn't looking at you, so you didn't know.
Cool. My answer is Paul Simon. Brittany.
Sweet.
I had the opposite experience. I was super into music, and I would go to concerts like every single weekend. I grew up in Atlanta and in a suburb just outside of the city, and so my friends and I, we would drive into the city all the time, especially my senior year of high school, because I got super into pop punk, not Fall Out Boy, and I would drive with my best friend Vicky into town all the time. And I listened to a lot of pop punk in high school, and there was this alternative rock radio station that I would listen to that was like it was like the best you could get in the suburbs. And like, who was big then? I did not like these bands, but like Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit,
Oh man.
Kid
Bizkit.
Rock. These were
Oh,
like
God.
really big when I was in high school, but I was more into the underground stuff. And then like maybe some pop, you know. But I was really angsty as a teen, so anything that I could scream to or just like get out that aggression.
Did you want to name like one or two of your top ones? I know you already did earlier.
Yeah. Let's see, like a top high school. Like in my mind, I want to be like, I was listening to like Radiohead, but that was in college. I was not listening.
You just
still
want
a
to
teen
tell
in
people
college.
you were listening to Radiohead.
For the
Yeah,
first part
I
of
was-
college, you were a teen. so-
Okay, so well, I guess like the very beginning of college was when I did discover a lot of good bands like Elliott Smith and the Pixies and
Nice.
Radiohead and Hail to the Thief came out right when I went to college, and this was the Bush presidency, and that album was a big commentary on the Bush presidency.
Nice.
Yeah, so I don't know, that kind of
Nice.
stuff. Anything that like was angry.
I do
Nice.
want to take this time to point out that Jeffrey has rubbed the clay so much his hands are beating red.
Oh, yeah.
Mine
it's
are pretty purple.
Under my fingernails, like I'm a toddler
Yeah.
who
How'd your fingernails
I've
get in
been digging my finger
Oh,
into
okay.
it.
Don't
I
worry,
know.
it won't dry out.
Oh, good. I'm not stuck this way, you're saying? Awesome.
No,
Wow,
well,
that's fun.
we already know Jeffrey's
Yeah,
favorite
I already know.
band.
I won't
Gonna
spend
have to go
long,
there.
but I'll be like, I loved Fall Out Boy.
We know that.
But I've seen them like 7 times, so
Okay.
concerts.
In high
Did
school
you ever
you
go
did?
to the Warped
No.
tour?
I did go to the Warped Tour, and that was my first major like,
R.I.P.
concert.
to the Warped
Is
Tour.
it done now?
I don't know. I think maybe
they
there's
might
like
be
a
on
year
their
left or
last
something.
one. I liked Warped Tour. That was
I
like my
loved Warped
first
Tour.
big like musical awakening.
Yeah,
Uh,
Awakening.
I think bands I saw there though. I saw like 303.
Don't know.
Oh, wow.
I saw.
That's my first kiss went a little like this.
Don't know it.
And there's like a little
took-
kiss sound effect. What's it called? Yeah, 303 and like, you know, who else was there? I don't know, Broken. I Set My Friends on Fire, all those.
I Set My Friends on Fire. That's
You're
such
into
a,
some dark stuff,
That's such
Jeffrey.
a Warped Tour band.
I liked
name.
them a lot. I've grown, I
Oh.
promise.
Oh, I can't. I don't remember. I just remember this band name. I think it might have been maybe one of my friends' band's name, or maybe this was a big band. I don't know, but I don't even know. It was called I Would Set Myself on Fire for You. That was one of my friends' bands in college.
Oh, okay.
I Would Set Myself on Fire
Nice.
for You.
Well,
yeah, so shout out
listeners,
to
look 'em up, yeah.
Shout out to
Go
I
check
think
out their
I think it was
MySpace page.
Stephen Newhouse's band.
Yeah.
Not totally sure.
Naming names.
Not totally sure.
Stop name
Try to look
dropping.
him up on Facebook.
Okay, this one's saying it's from London, this next question, so let's go ahead and
Wow.
see what this is all about.
Hello, this is Reginald from London, England. I'm calling in because I have this problem where in the morning time I just cannot seem to get up I just want to stay in bed underneath the covers, all warmly cozy, and I just don't want to start my day. Do you have any advice as to how I can go about starting my day? Do you have any routines you recommend? I just can't seem to motivate myself. And not even a cup of tea, not even a crumpet is going to be enough to get me out of bed. I just want to go back to sleep and pretend that I'm no longer alive, really. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful. I hope you can be helpful to me. But I look forward to hearing your advice. A good day. Cheers.
Okay.
Okay, Reginald. Wow.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Heavy question. I appreciated in your message those pause moments where we would think it was over.
Then it was.
Pop back
But it
and
wasn't.
reiterate how unmotivated you are in the mornings.
Yeah. So who wants to start off with
I'll
this
say
one?
earlier this week, I have an 8:30 a.m. class.
Whoa,
which
that's so
means
early, Cole.
It's
Too early.
earlier when you realize I have an hour commute every day.
Okay.
A little bit earlier. And I woke up at like 7, which is fine time to leave. And I was like, I'm so tired. I'm just going to go back to sleep. And I skipped my class, guys.
Oh, boy.
How did that
skipped my
feel?
class. Well, I do feel a little bit of guilt. But also that professor is pretty toxic. So I'm not a huge fan. So it wasn't a total loss.
And maybe you just needed that. You're like a motivated person. Maybe it's a good thing for you to not feel guilty about that.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe Reginald, don't feel so guilty about it.
Yeah, it sounds like to me, Reginald, you're kind of beating yourself up about being tired. And I don't know. I mean, England is a dark and dreary place in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
And even here in Houston, it's usually pretty sunny, but this has been a dark and really cold winter.
Yeah.
And I just say embrace that winter where you let yourself lay in bed a little longer. And also, as somebody who was never a morning person but recently learned to become a morning person, I think what you have to do is give yourself something that you look forward to first thing in the morning so that you know, okay, the first thing I'm going to do is my coffee's already ready and all I have to do is boil the water and put the coffee on. Or I'm going to take a really hot shower and that feels really good. Or this is how I like to start my morning. I get up, I brush my teeth, and then I get back in bed and I meditate for 18 minutes. So
I would fall asleep.
It's
Yeah.
well, I've been training myself for a long time to do this. So when you're first training yourself, you should sit up. But now I'm trained and I can lay back in bed and I just get this like extra little relaxing, think about positive things and feel like really good for my day. So I don't want to miss that in the morning. And so there's no way that I will go back to sleep because that would mean I'd have to miss that. So I don't know. I mean, Reginald, you got to find your version of meditation, like whatever it is. I don't know, like getting up and help me out, guys. What's something he could do?
He said tea and crumpets weren't helping him.
Yeah.
I know for me, like just the success of getting out of bed is enough like of a boost for me to get my day started because it's about like choosing, like I am choosing to wake up right now. It's just sort of like I'm going to accomplish this, and then you do it, and then your day is started. I feel like just getting up.
Like I put my alarm clock across the room, so I have to get up to turn it off. And once I'm up, and you know. Oh, another tip. I'm pretty good at mornings. I would say that the alarm clocks on your phone are bad sounds. I don't like those. So I downloaded 99 cents on iTunes. I downloaded the sounds of birds chirping.
Sponsor us.
And birds chirping on iTunes. Sponsor us. And that's what I wake up to in the morning is the sound of birds, and it's really soft and it sounds like
would not wake me
Yeah,
up.
me neither.
Especially across the room.
I'd be like, those are birds. That's not on my alarm.
I can sleep through that. But it does work for you.
I have a lot of trouble with mornings. I put my alarm clock across the room. That used to work, but now sometimes I'll wake up and like late for things, and then I'll be like, wait a minute, I didn't ever get up to turn off my alarm. But like I put like a trip line to see if I was walking, and I like would get up. I'll get up, and trip over the thing and like turn off my alarm and go back to bed and I don't
Wait a
remember
minute,
it.
you put like a wire and then
I like
a
a
bucket
string.
of water.
No,
to stop
I put
the
like a
wire.
string in the way of my path just to see like I'd bump into it, and so I am just to see if I am really I'm getting up and turning it off and not remembering.
And you don't even remember
No,
it?
so what I've started doing is I will take a bunch of Scotch tape and I will tape my alarm clock so that I have to physically remove something.
Oh my
Wow.
god,
Like-
it's like having your gun in a safe with a combination lock.
That's exactly what it is. I'm having a lot of I don't know. It's hard.
How is it
'cause-
like having a gun in a safe?
Well, no, I see.
Well,
it's
they
it's
say
gonna
that
take
you-
some time. You got to think
Yeah.
about, do
So-
I want to
Oh.
use
so
this
that-
gun?
yeah.
Okay, I was thinking like if someone breaks in and you need the gun to like protect
but
yourself.
That's why they do it, is so you don't just shoot someone and then you're
Oh.
like, oh, it's a robber, and it's like your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you just shot your mom in the face. Also, I'm anti-guns. I just want to throw that out there,
Yeah.
guys.
Cole's really pro guns, so it's kind of
Yeah,
I'm
so
pro-
it's a tension.
I'm pro
spot
like
for us.
well hidden in your house gun for emergencies.
Okay.
But I'm not like
So you're telling me that you have guns hidden all over this bedroom right now?
yeah.
Where we're recording the podcast.
And don't move your butt.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
This is your
Okay.
room.
Okay.
And I hide guns in it.
Yeah, so I guess,
Um,
Reginald, to sum it up, get a gun,
Yeah.
put it in a safe, and put tape on your phone.
Yeah. All right.
Next caller.
This next one, we'll see who it's from.
Hi, I'm Jeremiah. I'm in first grade. I like donuts. Do you guys like donuts?
All right.
I am so glad
This is finally a
someone
hard
asked. Yeah, like we're getting these surface questions. Someone asked something really deep. I do like donuts. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
I do not.
Interesting.
I think headaches.
follow-up questions.
Headaches, you know.
one. From the sugar?
Yeah, I like if I eat a donut, I'm gonna like feel like garbage forever.
Yeah, if I eat a
Wow,
donut,
worth
I
it to
usually pair it with here in the South we have like sausage kolaches.
Those are good.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I do get like somewhat like filling protein, and then I also get a sugary treat.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm pro dough nut.
Wow.
Cool. Yeah, we like donuts. That's the answer. Good luck with first grade. Here's our next one.
Hey, Brittany. Hey, Cole. My name is Reggie. I'm a truck driver. I'm calling right now on the road. And right now I'm east of Sonoma. But I just wanted to call in and, get your opinion on a topic. When I was a teenager, I found it real difficult to make friends. Still do. It's probably why I'm a truck driver. But I just want to know if you can give the kids listening shouldn't call them kids, or young misses and young sirs, give them some advice about, how to make friends, and how to put yourself out there as a teenager living in this crazy world. I've seen a lot of this world, and I'll tell you, it's crazy. But it'd be a lot less crazy if we had a friend. Alright, well, I better get best to driving. Got a whole tractor I'm delivering to Oklahoma. Alright, y'all take care. I'll see you around. Adios.
Well, Reggie, thanks for the call. I don't think we'll probably see you around. So you're a truck driver,
And
going around everywhere.
we don't usually hang out at truck stops.
That is not our go-to hangout, but good question. How to make friends in life and as a teen.
And I want to point out that one of the tarot cards that we pulled was friendship.
It was.
So not surprised this topic came up.
And so far that we also pulled Evil Eye,
Eye.
and nothing really, like we've been protected from
All negativity.
all negativity so far, I think.
Yeah.
Great. Well, Reggie, I'd say to the younger listeners out there, I for one found friends pretty easily by just like speaking up in classes that I had. I know, like even if you have like a small dialogue with the teacher or something, like you could also like talk to the teacher and students, and just, I don't know, like it seems hard like for people who don't feel as comfortable speaking up, I guess, and having conversations a lot. But I think if you just talk about what you know, like friends will just come from that. Like friends will have stuff in common with you, or people you want to be friends with, at least.
So just talk to people. That's what you're saying, Cole?
Yeah, and talk about stuff you like, and then
Yeah.
if they don't like it, they may not hang around you that much. But if they like, there's got to be someone that likes the stuff you're into, as long as it's not weird shit.
Yeah, even if it is weird.
Even if it is, I guess there's probably.
Yeah, just be unapologetically you.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Dropping a bomb, Jeffrey.
Another thing that I found in making friends is making friends that are really different from me. Because in high school, you go to school with these people who grew up in the same area. Your parents probably have similar values. Depending on the school that you go to, likely you have a lot of things in common. And then as you get older, you start to meet other people who are really different from you. And that is the beauty of friendship, is expanding your own personal experience beyond what you know. And that's why I really like you guys, because you're so different than me.
I'm so different.
And, you know, we're from like different time periods, because I'm 70. And
Yeah.
but we still have a commonality. So
We love mornings.
we love mornings. My advice would be just see what you can find in common with anybody, even if it's just the guy who works at the cash register, or if it's, you know, someone you see on a daily basis, or it's a family member. What can you find that's similar in common, and also what's unique about them that challenges your own beliefs?
Yeah, but at the same time, Reggie, just make sure like you can read the room if someone's like a terrible person, not to be best friends with them. Like don't like
Yeah,
there's a
slow.
line. Yeah,
Go slow.
sometimes you just gotta call it. You know.
Yeah. Jeffrey, you have anything to add?
I think that people do not. It's silly, but like I've been thinking a lot. Like people should like talk in like public places more. That might be stupid. Like
Yeah.
But like you go
Yeah.
to the grocery store and everyone's like averting eyes. Like I can't make eye contact.
I need
with
to get my
anyone.
stuff and get out of here.
I really like. I don't want like stupid like small talk. I don't necessarily know what I want, but I just wish that it was a little more friendly. Not even the people work. I just want to talk to other people there. Like I want to pretend we're not just a bunch of people just in our own grocery store. Like it just feels really strange. And I'm not like a super extroverted individual, but like it just I don't know. It just feels stupid.
Yeah, something my girlfriend Ronnie and I kind of do is like whenever we go to stores and stuff, and when we're at the stores and stuff, like if someone like does something silly or like bumps into someone or whatever, it has a mean employee with them, like after that encounter's over, like we'll sort of just like walk over and be like, wow, that was real weird. Like well, I don't know, we like to empathize with people over stuff they're doing, and I don't know, just like a small but meaningful conversation, even like if you don't become friends with them, is always socially fulfilling.
Yeah, like think about the number of random interactions that you have throughout the day, and most of them are meaningless, like Jeffrey said. But if we made more of those meaningful, even if it's just, you know, you have a moment where you dance with someone in the aisle at the grocery store for just like a second. I'm not talking about a musical or something like that, but just like a minute of like a funny interaction. You guys make eye contact. You know, you talk about the cookies that you're both buying that you really love, and everyone leaves the situation feeling a little more positive. And that's what this podcast is all about. It's getting some more positivity out in the world.
And we are done with those questions.
We are
Thanks,
done.
guys.
Thank you.
Those are some good ones.
Good. Keep them coming.
Yeah, keep them
coming, callers.
Yeah, but also stay safe, bud.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we are nearing the end of Get Out of My Room.
Get out of my room.
Get out of my room.
Thanks, Jeffrey. And Jeffrey, you've been such a delight to have on the podcast.
Thank you.
Real quick, do you just want to? You have any? You post some funny things on Twitter or something? You want to plug some stuff?
Plug.
Yeah.
We're gonna plug.
Just go, follow me on Twitter. My my Twitter handle is hard to say. It's Bagelfoff, at Bagelfoff.
It's bagel and
it's
then
like
Foff?
I forget how to spell it.
Two G's?
I think it's two
B-A-G-G-L-E?
G's. BAGGELFOFF. And
Oof, wow.
I'm
You
not.
should
I
change
want to.
that.
I really think I
Yeah.
should. I've
Should
been
change
thinking
it.
about it.
Yeah.
Just type in Jeffrey Anderson.
If we type in Jeffrey Anderson comedy, will we get something?
Maybe.
Into Twitter, maybe.
Maybe into Twitter. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because you're a comedian, you do
Yeah.
stand up.
It says yeah.
Where can we catch you in Houston? You got any shows coming
Yeah,
up? Or
I'm gonna be doing a bunch of stand up in March of
Okay.
2018.
Okay.
I'm gonna All
Just,
kinds
I guess
of
we'll
stuff.
just keep an ear to your Twitter for that
Yeah,
information.
just check out
Put
the
there.
Twitter. I'll post about
Okay,
it.
and you'll be doing some stuff at Station Theater, which
Yeah,
we
Station
should
Theater.
shout out to Station Theater.
Yeah, shout out. That's where we are recording. Station
No, we're
Theater.
in your bedroom, Cole.
But I live in Station Theater.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why
yeah.
we're in your
Yeah,
bed.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out Station Theater for letting Cole have his bedroom here so we
Yeah.
can record here.
Love mornings. How is it still 8:30? Time flies, guys. Oh man.
God, are we ready for those morning cartoons?
I am too. Oh man, that Bugs Bunny. I'll go and plug myself. I'm at Spooky Ghost on Twitter with I think it's 7 O's for the spooky
I
part.
thought mine was hard to find.
No, it's not that hard. You just type in "spoo" with a lot of O's and then Spooky Ghost, and there I am. I got shows all the time that I plug through Twitter, usually at Station Theater. Feel free to just scroll through the events of Station and look for my name. Brittany, what about you? I know you shy away a bit
Yeah, I'm
from
kind of on a social media hiatus. I still exist there. I'm just
Call her.
I'm not there yet, so just call me. Call in.
Call in.
Callers, call in. I don't know. You can Google me and find information. I have an old blog on there. There's someone else who has the same name as me who is the rock paper scissors champion of
Wow.
Michigan or
What?
something.
That's just chance.
So that's not me, but that person exists and has the same name. So
Wow.
yeah, I guess just if you're looking for me online, just instead go have a meaningful interaction with a human being.
Wow, that's better than seeing me and Jeffrey in a comedy
Oh,
show.
yeah.
And listen to this podcast.
Yeah, listen to it. Go ahead and
Hit subscribe.
hit subscribe, bookmark us, whatever you want to do.
Send this to a friend.
Send it to one friend.
One friend.
You care about.
Yeah, think about if everyone listening to this podcast sends it to one friend, we will be famous.
We would be so famous.
In fact, I think
That's why we're
everyone
doing
on the
this.
planet would probably be listening if everyone sent it to one friend.
Well, some people don't have phones, Jeffrey.
Well,
so-
Jeffrey, what if there are only 2 people listening? If only those 2 people
Well,
send
Jeffrey, I really like you having as a guest and all, but I feel like you're starting to step on our toes.
Boy. You know what, guys? Just check me out on Broad City.
Well, again, something you're not a part of. The way we like to end the show is we just release all of our negative energy and groans in the form of a low-level scream or grunt. As teens, we always were just
Mom, get out of my room!
It's just we want you to release. So at home on your phone, if you just want to release a little bit, not sexually, just
especially if you're in the
really,
car.
yeah, just
subway. Yeah.
just let it out. We're gonna start with you, Jeffrey. If you just want
Oh.
to, just quietly, we'll give you a
that it?
second, and then just let all your negative energy out.
Is that good?
It's pretty
That was
good.
great. Do
All
you
right.
feel better?
pretty good. You feel-
That felt a little weird and nice, I
Good,
guess.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Brittany,
Am
would
I
you-
next?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was good. How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel like I sort of channeled that inner teen who was so angry, and
Nice.
I feel better. How do you
Cool.
feel now, Cole?
I feel like, yeah, I feel good. I feel like I've dropped some good stuff away.
Nice.
I think we all just made this podcast likely to appear in porn searches for people
Yeah.
screaming.
Well,
Yeah.
Let's
moaning.
not hope for that.
Okay, that wasn't
hashtag
hoping,
moaning.
but
Okay.
sponsor us, Bird app. What's the name of that app? Let's plug it right now.
was it
Thank
The
you.
Bird app.
Plug the app, Brittany.
What's that?
The Bird app, the one that
It was
with
that
the
app.
alarm
It's
clock.
it's in iTunes.
Oh, you
can
paid for the
just
sound
download
itself.
A song.
Okay,
So
Oh.
it's iTunes. So Apple sponsor.
Okay,
us.
so I'm gonna plug birds.
I'm also
Okay.
gonna
In
plug
general.
birds.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna plug birds.
Wow, looks like 3 sponsors for birds. Thanks for listening to Get Out of My Room.
Get out of my room.
Get out of my room.
Nailed it this time. Awesome. Check us out soon. We'll be back with more stuff with local Houston people that we like talking to. Good night.
Good night.
Good morning.